Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances that are usually very good value for money. They smell good. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So today I have another underrated brand or house, and this brand is Mauboussin. It's quite difficult to pronounce them. So it's spelled Mauboussin, which is, for me as a non-French or Latin speaker, it's quite difficult. Anyway, so it's Mauboussin, okay? So the house or brand of Mauboussin. And this is a brand from Paris. They have a boutique in Paris, which their main business is jewelry. And because of that, they have very good eye for detail, and they pay very good attention to detail, and you can tell in their perfumes. Okay, so from time to time they release a fragrance, a perfume in their lineup. They don't have that much or that many. For men around maybe 5 or 6, for ladies around 5 or 6, so it's quite a small pool. But so far any of them I smelled, they impressed me because, again, attention to detail. In terms of presentation, they are very good. In terms of perfumery, they are very good. They hire somebody with experience to do their perfumes, and that shows in their perfumes. And the good news is they don't break the bank. They are very good value for money. They retail usually around 80 to £100, but you can usually find them online. If you do your research, you can find them for much cheaper prices, say under £30. So I have 3 of them here, although I had 5 before. 2 of them I couldn't find. I got so many in my collection. I searched everywhere. I'm sure there are somewhere here, but I couldn't find them. But I would mention the names of those 2 as well. So let's start with the first one. This one is called, again, Mauboussin, and this is Pour Homme, released 2003, and the perfumer is very famous perfumer, Mr. Alberto Morillas, and he's done a very good job in this. I know some people don't consider Morillas a very famous or very accomplished perfumer or very high-end perfumer. I consider him very high-end. He's done many good fragrances, endless. If you go on Fragrantica and you look, it's just, his resume is massive. But not all his creation are obviously something special. Majority of them are mass appealing, very easygoing for the average Joe. But from time to time you come across some of his creation which are exceptional to the rules, and this is the one. This is one of them. This is Mauboussin Pour Homme, came out 2003, and this is aromatic fragrance. Let me read you the ingredients and then we take it from there. So okay, Mauboussin Pour Homme. Alright, so as I said, Mr. Alberto Morillas is the perfumer, 2003 release. And this one, on top note, we have lavender, rosemary and bergamot. Middle we have cinnamon, patchouli and sage, and in the base we have vanilla, sandalwood and musk. So the most thing I get from this is the lavender. This is a lavender bomb, okay? But I get the lavender, and in the beginning you get that bergamot is big, so you're giving it a lift to that lavender, and also rosemary giving it a little bit of a tiny bit of green earthy feel to it as well, plus a little bit of spiciness. So, and then when we go to the mid, again cinnamon is quite big, giving it again a little bit of spicy tinge, but not much. You don't feel that much of cinnamon in here. And the patchouli and the sage, again, the sage giving it a little bit of greenness, little bit of herbal feel again. Patchouli giving it body, gives it a lift it up and support everything else. and the vanilla and the sandalwood and the musk in the base. Sandalwood is giving it quite a smooth ride, and the musk and the vanilla obviously giving it freshness plus that the little bit of sweetness you get from the vanilla. But overall, this is a lavender bomb. It's done very well, and goodness me, if you are a lover of lavender or aromatic fragrances, this is very well done, especially for a price under £30 for 100 ml. This is EDT, I think. The toilet, yeah, it's the toilet, and it lasts a long time. Although this bottle is quite an old bottle, I probably had it about 5 years, but this is almost a beast mode. 7 to 8 hours easy. T-shirt, it goes next day. Very strong. As I said, citrus in the beginning plus that greenness plus the aromaticness. This is super aromatic from that lavender. Lavender is the name here, and everything else is just support and giving a different dimension to the lavender, especially the mid in the sage and the patchouli, and also the cinnamon, tiny bit of spiciness. And then you go to the base, which is vanilla, musk and sandalwood giving a smoothness, plus the vanilla is very smooth in here as well, and also giving it a little bit of shaving cream feel to it, so a little bit on the barbershop as well. Not a super barbershop, but it is giving you that barbershop feel, a bit of it, okay? But main thing is lavender, big lavender in here, and is super aromatic. Highly recommend it if you love lavender or aromatic fragrances. Very classic, very classy, very gentleman-like, and is superbly done. I absolutely love this one. Highly recommend it. Let's go to the next one. The next one is another Mauboussin, and this is why they make such a huge name. Homme History de Homme, sorry, Uno History de Homme Irresistible. Goodness me, 2 hours later. This one again under £30, but mamma mia. Some of them are a little bit not hard, but not available everywhere, okay? So you need to do your research and be patient to find these. So for the Irresistible, just for the sake of this video, we call it Irresistible, and this one is released in 2017, and the perfumer is Karen Dubrul Sereni. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Karen Dubrul Sereni. She's the perfumer. She looks very young, probably one of those young and upcoming perfumer. So this one is on the top we have fig leaf and bergamot, and in the base we have sandalwood and cedar, and so we got the note breakdown is quite simple, okay? So it's fig leaf, bergamot, sandalwood and cedar. So what I get mainly from this beauty, gorgeous. So this is a fig fragrance, okay? So the fig leaf is huge in here, it's massive, and it's giving it green, leafy, little bit of earthy, and also it's quite pungent, leafy feel to it, plus the bergamot again lift it up a little bit in the beginning. Sandalwood giving a smoothness, and the cedar is big in here as well. So the two biggest player here is the fig leaf and the cedar, and that is absolute gorgeousness to the max. If you like quite simple aromatic green fragrances, this is green. So the cedar is green, the leaf is green, the bergamot is green, and also sandalwood just giving a smoothness and giving everything, bring everything else together. Overall beautiful fragrance. If you like this kind of fragrance, is green. The fig is massive in here, the cedar is huge in here, bergamot is in the beginning. It will last around maybe 15 to 20 minutes, and that's it. It won't last that long. And the sandalwood is always there to give it a smooth, everything together, smooth ride. Highly recommended. Again, under £30, go for it if you like this kind of fragrances. Highly recommended. So underrated, beautifully done. With the first one, the performance is very good, but this one is a medium performer, around 5 to 6 hours on the skin. If you put on t-shirt, around 7 to 8 hours. So it's not a huge performer, it's not a huge projector, but for what you smell, this is, you buy it for the smell. It's just gorgeousness to the max. Under £30, that is a bargain. For the similar fragrance, if you go a big name, you will pay £150–200 if there is a big name behind it. Okay, so let's go to the last which I have, and this one is Cristal Oud. So by Mauboussin Cristal Oud. And guys, this one, let me just read it in English again. This one is quite a simple composition. So alright, so the perfumer is not mentioned in here, but 3 of them here and the 2 others that I'm going to mention from the same brand, Mauboussin, have very high rates in the Fragrantica. Again, you can tell people like that, and in Fragrantica it's very hard to get high scores because people are more critical than fanboys, you understand what I'm saying? So they try to break down everything and try to be critical about them. So this one, for example, got 4.2 in terms of after 5, which is like 85% approval. So anyway, the note breakdown is very simple: rose, labdanum, and oud or agarwood. So this one, guys, is oh mamma mia, gorgeous. This is rose oud. Yes, it's done many times, but the combination of rose and oud and the labdanum giving it a very sexy vibe. It's like super sexy, it's very dense, it's super long lasting, about 10 hours easy on the skin, even more on the t-shirt next day. This is rose oud in heaven. The combination of rose oud itself is match made in heaven anyway, but when you add labdanum, it makes it super sexy. So yes, it's done before, but for the price under £30, no, it hasn't been done under £30. This one reminds me of Mansera Oud Exclusive, very close to it. Similarities are uncanny, but forget that one. This is gorgeous to the max, and it's just, every time I smell it, it's just sexiness in a bottle. All of these are quite mature, 25 and up to be on the safe side, and also they are all for quite sophisticated. Okay, they're not easygoing, they're not simple fragrance, they're not just freshies. Okay, but this one in particular is for people who know what they want. They want rose oud plus labdanum to give it a super sexy feel, and this is done to perfection, especially for the price under £30. Okay, if you got £150–200, maybe you find better ones, but for the price, wow, gorgeous, and longevity is ridiculous. So this house is very underrated, and I wanted to bring it to attention. Every time I bought something from them or smell something from them, they impressed me. They never let me down. Okay, so let me go to the other ones, the other 2 that I couldn't find in my collection, but I'm still going to mention their names for your information. So the next one I have, this one I unboxed about maybe 6 months ago or so, and also reviewed it. And this is Mauboussin, and this is Discovery. So this is for Homme Discovery, and this one is very close to Creed Aventus. Okay, so it was like super close to Creed Aventus, very well done. Again, because it's House of Mauboussin and the attention to detail is always there, they done it to a very high standard. So if you want a high standard Creed Aventus, this is very good. Although for some people it might be redundant. Okay, why do I need another Creed Aventus? But if you want it done very well, and you want it to be good quality, but you don't want to break the bank, again under £30, it's very good, because again, this house attention to detail is always there. And the other one I was going to mention is private club. So Mauboussin private club, and I will leave all of these names in the description. If you want to do your research, you can do and copy and paste and do that. And this one has got very high rating as well. And this one, the private club is Alexandra Kalin is the perfume. Again, very young lady. She's probably one of those upcoming fragrance creators or perfumer. And this one is like it's like similar, quite similar to Dylan Blue, say maybe 60-70% Dylan Blue, but much spicier and sweeter. So Dylan Blue with much more spice and much more sweetness. For example, it's got pepper, it's got cardamom, it's got coriander, it's got cinnamon, so you can tell how spicy this is. So on top you got pepper, cardamom, bergamot and coriander. In the middle you got cinnamon and apple, and then the base we have amber and patchouli. So very, very spicy but sweet and syrupy in the same time. And that apple giving it this very, very nice fruity feel to it as well. Obviously the amber is giving it ambery and very deep feel. So overall very, very spicy, but similar to Dylan Blue, or maybe 50-60% similar to it, not very close, but it gives me the feel of Dylan Blue plus much more spice and sweeter. So if you like that kind of fragrance, again, this is very well done and very long lasting again. So overall this house is one of my favorite discoveries. I love them to bits. Everything they do, almost all of them are good. If you find them for under £30, just don't even doubt. Although I never say go and blind buy, because this is my motto, I would say you need to know what you're buying. Okay, you need to smell it, because no matter how much I describe a fragrance, it won't substitute for you smell it yourself and see if you like it, you don't like it, it's your taste, it's not your taste, and blah blah blah. So we all have different taste, different lifestyle, different background, different cultural background, different upbringing, different environment, and so on and so forth. And these things are always important in what you like and what you don't like. But from me, for my taste, for my experience in fragrances, this house is very underrated and I highly recommend them. Okay guys, thank you very much for joining me as always. If you like what I do, if you know any of this, if you know any of the fragrances from this house, you should people should know about, put it in the comment. If you have any of this and you have experience with this house, again, put it in the comment. That would be useful for people to read. If you like what you see, if you find my videos useful, informative, if you find them entertaining, if you find them valuable in any way, shape, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell button for future uploads, share this video with others. This way help me to expand my channel. I'll be very grateful. And as always, I see you later. Thank you very much, and I see you later. Bye bye bye.